Hi folks, it's Ivo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. I'm out here with Antonio, the boatless angler. And today, Antonio,
it's my element.
We're in your element because we're boatless. We just pulled over off the side of the road. We had a late dinner. We've got Vincenzo and Tyler with us. There's a lake on either side of the road here, and they're going to go fish that side of the lake. We're going to fish on this side of the lake. And we're casting python darters today, and we'll see who catches more fish. All right, guys, you guys on that side or us on this side. But we got about an hour of daylight here, and Antonio has his rigged already. I see you put a worm on your python darter, and I'm going to use a little same thing, but just a little white grub. And in order to rig it, it's very simple. I take the hook, take a look at the grub, put it alongside of the hook, see where it's going to come out of, mark that spot, and then very simply, I'll just poke it up the hook here like so, have it come out the spot I envisioned, slide it up the hook, and that right there, folks, is going to produce me an incredible action, because with the python darter you got two actions in one lure. So a couple of things when it comes to casting spoons. Once the lure hits, I'm going to begin retrieving, and I'm going to keep my rod tip down somewhat. If you keep your rod tip pointed down, what'll happen is it'll keep your spoon deeper. If you keep it pointed up like so, your spoon's going to come up to the surface. You can see this has already come up to the surface there. So I'm casting along the shoreline. If I were casting out a little deeper, what I would do is let the spoon sink, so basically 1 second per foot, and then start retrieving. Keep your rod tip pointed down. This goes for any spoons, not just the python darter. And then with shore fishing, as you're coming closer to shore, bring your rod tip up just a little bit, and then up even higher when you come close to shore. Otherwise you're going to get a snag. So the key with working any type of spoon is to control the rod tip, and that way you're controlling the depth of the spoon. Another thing I want to mention is the other beauty of keeping your rod tip pointed down like so is it puts you in a perfect position to set the hook. When you're fishing from shore, and as you can see here, this spot is somewhat limited. There's only a little bit of room we could walk. We've got trees on either side. What Antonio and I are going to do is we're going to work the shoreline. So we'll start here. We take a few casts, work the shoreline, work shallow like I did, cast it out deeper, work the deeper water. I'll let it sit, but we're going to fan cast this whole area and then keep moving on down the line. And when you're working the shoreline, that's what you want to do. You want to continuously work and follow the shoreline and try different spots and try to locate some active fish. So stay tuned, folks. Hopefully we'll get into a fish or two.
It didn't take long.
Hey, you come over. I got the landing net up top there. Mr. Pike?
No, it looks like a big largemouth.
Incidental bass. Oh, that's a dandy.
Not bad.
Nice bass, Antonio. Beauty.
There he is.
Looks like your silver and black was a good combination, Antonio.
It's one in the box.
It's
well, not in the box. I mean, one bagged.
Wow, beautiful. It's not what we're after though, but the python darter for that largemouth bass fishing, folks. If you're working, like you can see, there's some weeds along here, and Antonio, what'd you do? You cast it right along the weed line, did you?
Yeah, the weed line. Hoping to get one of those pike, but that'll do. This is nice.
That's great. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Largemouth. But yeah, working the reeds. If you like to work any type of reeds, or if you're casting from a boat towards the shoreline, shallow water, the python darter works its way in through the weeds there. It's just fantastic.
It's a really good bite. I missed him twice.
Yeah? Need the landing net?
Not sure. I don't know what it is.
Let's hope it's Mr. Pike.
Jumped a couple times, but I didn't see it.
What we did, folks, is we walked along that shoreline and we changed over. We came over here to where Vincenzo and Tyler were.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a nice bass. Antonio, we're here for pike and you're catching largemouth. There we go, Antonio. Nice hook set.
This is pretty good. I catch the fish, you do all the work.
You catch them, I'll land them. I'm your personal guide today. A little smaller than the other bass, but
nice fish.
Boy, those pythons are great because, you know, it's the two actions in one lure. With the little worm on the back side there, largemouths just absolutely love them. Okay. Well, what do you think, Antonio?
Yeah, let's call it.
I think our hour has pretty much come up. The sun's on its way down. We're going to give 1 or 2 more casts. But you know what? One last parting tip, folks. When it comes to casting, you want to make a soft landing. You don't want to scare any fish, especially if you're fishing shallow water. And the way to do it is just cast out, and just before your lure hits, just pull back on your rod just a little bit, and what'll happen is it'll make for a nice soft landing, and it won't spook any fish, especially in shallow water. Anyhow, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, we welcome you to do so. We'd love to share some more fishing tips with you. And as always, folks, as they say, until next time, good luck and good fishing.